What if the man you've become isn't the man you were meant to be? Really think about that for a second. You wake up, you go through the motions, you smile when you're supposed to, you say you're fine, but inside, something's missing. You feel it, don't you? There's a quiet emptiness, a dull ache where your buyer used to be, and maybe you can't explain it. But when you look in the mirror deep down, you know this isn't who you're supposed to be. You've been coasting, existing instead of living, tolerating what you should have torn down, accepting what you were meant to rise above. But let me tell you something. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're buried in fire. Fire never dies. It waits. It waits for a spark. This moment, this right here, this isn't just another video. This is your awakening. Let's reset. Let's restart. Let's refocus. Let's destroy weakness and rebuild your life together. Reset your mindset. You can't climb if you're dragging corpses, and that's exactly what your past becomes when you refuse to let it go. Dead weight, every regret, every failure, every heartbreak that still echoes in your mind. They don't just sit quietly, they whisper, "You'll fail again. You're not enough. This is who you are." And you've listened, haven't you? You've carried it all like it defines you, like your past has the final word on your future. But here's the truth. Stoicism makes it clear the past is outside your control. Only the present is yours to command. Marcus Aurelius said, "The past is a thing that's beyond us." That means it's over, gone. It doesn't get a say anymore unless you hand it the mic. So it's time to take that mic back. Take every old story, every old identity that no longer serves you, and burn it. Light a match. Burn the scripts. You are not your failures. You are not the man who broke down. You're the man who got back up. You're the man who learns, adapts, and overcomes. And no letting go doesn't mean you forget. It means you stop living like you're still shackled to a life that's already ended. Because the only way forward is without them. So ask yourself, are you carrying weight that's not yours anymore? Then drop it. Burn it. Free yourself. The past is not your prison unless you choose to stay locked inside. Let it burn. Let it fuel you. Let it free you. Rebuild from the ashes. Let me tell you something most people won't. You're not stuck because you're broken. You're stuck because deep down you're terrified of starting over. Because starting over means being uncomfortable again. It means facing the grind, sweating through the silence, stumbling like a beginner while everyone else seems like they've got it all figured out. But here's the Stoic truth. There is no shame in rebuilding, only strength. Seneca said it best, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. The pain you feel right now, the confusion, the doubt, that's not weakness. That's your forge. That's where power is made. You see, most men wait for life to give them permission to move. They wait for clarity, for confidence, for the stars to align, but not you. Because when the road crumbles, when the life you knew burns to the ground, you don't beg for the old path back. You build a new one with your bare hands. You're not here to survive this. You're here to create something better from the rubble. You want to know what separates the unstoppable from the ordinary. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's this. When everything falls apart, they rise. They don't look back. They don't ask why me. They get to work, brick by brick, scar by scar, sweat fire focus, every legend you admire, every man who became something greater. He started again, just like you. So don't fear the restart. Honor it. It means you've got another shot. It means you're not finished. It means you still have the courage to choose who you become. This is your moment, not someday, not later, now. The world doesn't need the man you were. It needs the man you're about to become. So stand up, wipe the dust off, and start again with fire in your chest and steel in your soul. Master laser focus. Let's be real. We live in a world that wants your attention more than it wants your success. It wants you scrolling, clicking, reacting, drowning in a sea of noise, chasing 100 things and catching nothing. And that's how most men lose. Not because they weren't smart, not because they weren't capable, but because they never focused. They traded purpose for distractions, potential for convenience, clarity for chaos. But Stoicism slices through the noise like a blade. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only true possession." And true freedom, it's the power to choose your focus, to lock in, to block out the nonsense, to pour every breath, every drop of energy into the mission that sets your soul on fire. Because your mission, it's sacred. It's not just what you do, it's who you're becoming. So ask yourself, what are you allowing to steal your focus? Who are you giving your time to that hasn't earned it? This is your war. Not with the world, not with people, but with distraction. Burn the fluff. Let go of the need to be everything to everyone. You're not here to be liked. You're here to build, to lead, to conquer. Laser focus, tunnel vision, every move with intention, every step with power. Let the world fall apart if it has to, but your eyes, they stay locked on the mission. This is where greatness is born, not in noise, not in comfort, but in clarity, in fire-tested focus. Refocus and make the world bend to your will. Protect your inner power. Let's get something straight. Your time, your focus, your spirit, they are sacred. Not everyone deserves access to you. And deep down, you know that. You've felt it, that drained feeling after a conversation that went nowhere, that mental fog after spending time with people who do nothing but pull you down. Some people aren't just distractions, they're destroyers, energy leeches, chaos dealers. They don't build with you. They don't lift you. They drain you, slowly, quietly, until there's nothing left but a hollowed-out version of the man you used to be. But here's the Stoic truth. You don't owe them anything. Not your time, not your attention, not your peace. Epictetus taught us to focus only on what we can control, and that includes who we allow into our world. So cut the cord. No drama, no explanation, just silence. Let them wonder, let them talk. You're not here to explain why you're protecting your peace. Because your energy, that's your essence. That's your fuel for greatness. And you can't build a legacy while entertaining people who don't even respect your time. The ones who truly value you, they'll rise to meet your energy. They won't take from you. They'll bring power, purpose, clarity. The rest, let them fade into your dust. When you draw that line, when you stop giving yourself away to those who haven't earned it, you reclaim something powerful, yourself. And when you protect your energy, you become something most men never become: untouchable, focused, free, unshakable. So protect it, guard it like a lion guards its pride, because once you do, you'll feel it, that quiet strength, that inner stillness, That fire no one can dim. That's what happens when you stop handing out pieces of yourself and start living like your energy is gold. Because it is. Discipline over emotion. Let's cut through the noise. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when things feel exciting, then disappears the second things get hard. It tells you, start tomorrow, just one more break. You'll feel more ready later. But guess what? Later never comes. And that voice, it's not your ally. It's your excuse in disguise. You want the truth. Discipline is your real fire. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It doesn't wait for the weather to change or your mood to cooperate. It shows up tired, sore, stressed, unmotivated, and it moves anyway. As Marcus Aurelius said, what stands in the way becomes the way. You feel resistance. Good. That's the path. You feel like quitting. Perfect. That's where the work begins. Because every time you push through that voice, every time you show up despite the fatigue, the doubt, the fear, you're not just checking a box. You're forging a new identity. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentless. Discipline is a vow, a quiet, daily decision to become the man the world hasn't met yet. The man who doesn't flinch when it gets hard. The man who builds when others break. Feelings are fickle. They'll lie to you. They'll sway like the wind. But discipline, that's stone. That's steel. You don't need to feel ready. You need to decide right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not when it's easy. Now. Because every time you choose discipline over comfort, over fear, over laziness, you're shaping something unshakable, something invincible. So show up. Every day, every damn time. Let the world talk. Let your body ache. Let your doubt scream. But you move anyway. Because that's what it means to live by discipline over feelings. That's how you build a life that can't be broken. This is the moment. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, you stand at the edge of two lives, the one that's kept you small, and the one that's calling you to rise. You can keep dragging your past like chains, replaying old pain, old stories, or you can burn it all down and walk forward free. You can keep waiting for permission, for motivation, for the right time, or you can become the force that changes everything. This isn't about hype. This is about truth. You are not the man who crumbles. You are the man who chooses to rise no matter how many times he's fallen. And when you do that, when you commit fully to the fire within you, you don't just change your life, you change your legacy. So breathe deep, stand tall, and take that first step with all the power you've been holding back. Let this be the day you reclaim your strength. Let this be the day you choose discipline over doubt, purpose over distraction, growth over fear. If this stirred something in you, if it cracked open that sleeping fire, comment below. I'm annihilating my old self today. Smash that like, subscribe, because this isn't the end, it's the beginning. And Stoic warrior, your legacy starts right now.